Hey guys, it's Bella's Farm Life, and we're going to be cleaning out my tack box. We're going to be cleaning some tack, and we're going to be going through a lot of different things for either selling, giving away, giving to one of my sisters, whatever it may be. But I do need to get rid of some things and go through some things, so I'll do that with you guys today. It's going to start probably right back here with all this. A lot of this is keeping, like, I'm not getting rid of any of this stuff. It's just going to be more reorganizing. But my tack box might have some things I have to get rid of, and definitely the stuff I have hung up. Saddle pads, all of them stay, but depends. So yeah, we're going to go through and clean out almost everything, clean some tack, oil it up, all of that fun stuff. I'm going to be going off property with my horse, so I'm going to do a lot of leather cleaning on my English tack. And yeah, so hopefully you guys want to stay along for the journey of doing this, and I'm going to explain to you guys what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Alright guys, so I'm back here. I call this the bookcase, the medicine bookcase. We have had this not very long in here, but we put it in here so that way when we need something, it is all just right here, especially medical stuff. So I have vet wrap, duct tape, wormers, liniment, sponges, ichthymol, furacin, all of just literally everything. Hoof oil, swat. I have my Orvis shampoo, which I use for my cows mostly, but you can use that on the horses. Standing wraps, a little bit of leather cleaner, treats, and then we just have like my dad's screw gun and stuff. And then this is where I keep all my helmets, right down here. So we're gonna clean everything off and make it look super nice and just refresh everything. So while I reorganize this, I'll put you guys in time lapse and you guys can watch.
Okay, so I was just taking everything out. I started sweeping all the shelves because of how dusty it is. I took a sponge and a brush and started sweeping that. I took everything off the shelves, brushed those out. I didn't do the top shelf, so I just started putting everything in. I put my vet wraps and everything visible. I didn't want everything cluttered. I wanted it so once I walked in there, I knew exactly where everything was and didn't have to dig through or search for it.
Here's what it looks like. At the top here, I have my treats. Some leather cleaner. I didn't dust the shelf, as you can tell, but I have standing wraps and stuff up there. I didn't want to mess with the shelf too much. It was already pretty okay. For this shelf here, let me just bring you guys up a little bit. A little bit of a bumpy ride up there. Ooh. Okay, so up here, this is where I had my duct tape. I placed that in there. My wormers are behind the duct tape. Got my vet wrap on both sides. I like having everything open and not stacked up on each other so I can always see what I have here. So I always know I have blue coat, hoof dressing, everything up there. I can just look and say, okay, there it is. It's a lot easier that way. It just really works out that way a lot better. So now I'm going to bring you guys back down. This shelf is a little bit more of like a miscellaneous shelf, mainly because I have to find something to put on here. But we do a lot of work in here, especially right now because we're in the stages of getting this all set up. So we have my dad's screw gun and his nails and screws and literally everything. So there's nails in there, there's screws in there, there's a ton of different things with a little bit of decor to make it look a little bit nicer. And then down below I have my 3 helmets, which I typically kept in my tack trunk, but they were just taking up way too much space and just causing me to be totally annoyed all the time. So I moved them out of the way. I just moved them. Now it's time to work on the tack trunk, which is gonna be a little bit hard because there's a lot of stuff in there and I want to try to make it organized so I can see everything. I don't have to dig for everything all the time. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to put things in bags and make them kind of like more compact rather than everything just kind of loose. So I'll put you guys in time lapse. We'll take everything out of my tack trunk, then we'll put it all back in a nicer manner. All right guys, so I popped my flash on too so you guys can see that. It's a little bit of a weird angle, but we've got to take everything out of here.
So this is me pulling everything out of the tack trunk, which took a lot longer than I thought it was going to because I have so much stuff. But I have these bins which make everything a little more convenient.
This is now what I'm currently dealing with. My shadow is like giant, but I have all my stuff laid out and now I have to try to put it all back in there. Yay, let's go. I'm trying to debate whether I should do it in time lapse or explain to you guys what I'm doing, but I might just voice over this piece so it's a little bit easier for you guys, so it's not like so boring just watching me do this. So yeah.
Okay, so I started pulling everything out of the bins, just trying to reorganize the bins to make them a little bit more usable. I pulled some stuff out of the corner. It's hard, I might have to vacuum. But that was my brush bin. This is now my saddle cleaning slash sponges bin. I was really trying to organize that. This is my bathing bin, which took a lot longer because everything in there is quite big. And then I have a second bathing bin, which I also had to really organize and clean out. Once I did that, I got everything pretty organized in there and popped it right back in. I started putting in all the big stuff such as boots and polos and everything I use a lot, and I put that on the bottom. And then I started adding some things to the top, such as fly hats and all of that.
Done now. It's still like an organized mess, but organized chaos, I like to say. But I have everything fairly organized. I'll zoom in for you guys there. So I have my brushes and scissors and all that in the corner, all my tack cleaning, braiding, all of that, bath stuff, and then all my boots, fly hats, gloves, everything there. So I know exactly where everything is. My whiteboard tells me what to do every day. I write it down, so I tell myself what to do every day, but still. So off camera, I grabbed the tinsel and placed it right along my polo holder, just like that. I think it looks super cute. It's past Christmas, but I guess we'll just keep going with Christmas stuff. Now I have a few more items. So I have like a bow, some lights, a stocking, things like that. So like the bow, I'm thinking I'm gonna find a really cute place to put this. Because this is a really adorable bow. So I'm gonna go find a place to put this bow, and then I'll get right back. Okay, so I popped the bow right there, which I think is absolutely adorable. Let me know what you guys think. I have to get a little bit more, I have to get more staples for it, not a little bit more staples, but I need a few more staples for that. And now we have the Christmas stocking. It has a little hook on it, so I'm gonna find somewhere I can just hook right onto. And now the stocking is right there too, which is a little bit, I know it's a little bit cluttered there now, but I really like it. And now I'm gonna remove these polo holders and I'm gonna pop them somewhere else. All right, so I removed all of that and I added one more piece of tinsel up there. So everything's done with Christmas decorations. And now we're gonna move into right here and we're gonna clear out all of it. So I cleared off the top, but I looked in here and it's really not terrible. And even if it is, it's still at a point of usability. I mean, it's filled to the brim. I mean, I guess I can try to clear this out a little bit, but I don't think it needs much. So let's just do that quickly.
So right here, I'm cleaning everything out. I was making everything kind of compact by putting boots and stuff together, just kind of making it a lot more usable so I can kind of see everything that's in there, but it was pretty simple. I struggled with the polo, so I kind of just left them.
Okay, so now this is the last piece. I don't even know where to start on this. I organized my saddles off camera and I cleaned them because the video is already super long, and I'm going to do a tack cleaning video another day. But all of my saddles are over there right now. So this is going to be my next disaster to work with. So let's get started on this. So I just hung up another hook right here, so that way I can use it for more stuff that I need to hang up in things. I'm kind of looking around right now for more hooks, but as of right now I don't think I have any, so that's perfectly fine, but I'm probably gonna end up getting some. So now I have two hooks there. I know they're like not centered, but I have things that are gonna be hanging. And if I put it right here, I'm not gonna be able to reach it. So I'm gonna use as a regular video so I can walk you through my thought process a little bit. So I have my all-purpose kind of girth right here. This is for my thoroughbred. I'm gonna leave this one as the first girth here because it is the one I use the most. So I use this girth the most, so that's going to be the first girth that's there. The second girth I use the most is going to be this girth. I use this on my dressage saddle because I don't have a proper dressage girth right now. I don't do it enough to get one. So this one will be also right here. So yeah, that one will also be right there. I don't like that it hangs right over that, but we might have to move this. I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna move that. I keep getting kind of going around and around in circles. I'm gonna actually leave that there. So what I'm gonna do is my girths are gonna be over here in this section. Because that just makes more sense to me anyway. So now I have those girths and then my stud girth. The CWD stud girth. That needs to be cleaned, but... Okay, so I hung up my 3 girths. I have my dressage bridle. It's so dusty. I'm just gonna clean it off quickly. So I put my dressage bridle on the lower hook. Now I see my jumping bridle here. This is gonna be put higher up on a hook that is easily accessible for me since this one I use the most. I do need to switch brow bands though. Forgot about that. Gonna have to do that before I get to the place I will be riding in a few days. So this is gonna go over top of that bridle. And then we have my, when I wanna just hack out and go a Western with him, I have a bridle for that as well. And that's also gonna go with my dressage bridle, but I use that one, this one once again, more than my dressage bridle. I typically ride, if I'm riding him dressage anyway, I typically ride him out in just my typical bridle. This isn't gonna be going on there, I'm selling this. And now I'm gonna pop you guys in time lapse and I'm gonna do the rest. Okay, so I finished that. So I have my bronc halter, which I don't use too much, and my noseband, my bridles, my leather breast collars on this hook, nylon fabric breast collars on this hook. I have my purse in a line and all my halters together. So that's perfect. And I have a little pile here of things that I will be getting rid of or donating to somebody, possibly my sister. Might give my sister these reins. But if any of my people on my channel or anything are interested, just let me know and I will gladly send them to you. They're all just sitting right there, so let me know. And I have a ton of stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is Bella's Farm Life logging off. I hope you enjoyed my video.